Hi everyone and welcome to our webinar, How the EPI Process Works. My name is Jessica and I work as a content coordinator for EPI. I am from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working for EPI, I taught English at the community college level. And today I'll be talking with you about what you can expect as an EPI applicant from when you begin your application to when you arrive in the United States. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about our process. You can ask them in the comment box and we will answer them throughout today's presentation. Please keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. Please email all of those questions directly to us at team@teachwithepi.com. Today we will be explaining EPI's program and give you an overview of everything from the application to becoming a cultural ambassador. By the end of this presentation, we hope you will have a better understanding of each step of the process. So if you are joining us for the first time, we are Educational Partners International, or EPI for short, and we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers to teach in K-12 schools in the United States. Our mission is to bring some of the best teachers from around the world to the U.S. so they can share their cultural experiences. As you read here, our goal is to strengthen K-12 education by discovering and empowering the world's best international teachers in order to facilitate authentic cultural exchange. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in North Carolina, which is about where the marker is on the map on your screen. We would love to know where you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you are joining us from, thank you so much for watching today. So the EPI program can be broken into these 6 steps. First, you will fill out an application to determine program eligibility. Then your application is moved to approved, where you become eligible for school interviews. After completing a successful interview, you become placed in a U.S. school. You then prepare for arrival and orientation in the USA, and you become an EPI program member. You will spend 3 years in the U.S. as an EPI teacher, then you will return home to become a cultural ambassador around the world. The first step in the EPI process is the application. EPI's application process is thorough and it does a few important things for you. First, filling out the application creates a professional profile for schools to look at when they are considering teachers for interviews. We also use the information you provide during the application to decide whether or not you meet our eligibility requirements. Some of the requirements for being an EPI teacher are that you are currently teaching, you have 2 years full-time teaching experience, and you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree. EPI's application helps you collect the documents that you will need to apply for a visa, travel to the United States, and obtain a teaching license. You will also have 2 online interviews with EPI team members. The team will ask you questions about your teaching experience, classroom management, and lesson planning, as well as other topics that prove your eligibility and qualifications. After the interviews, you will be asked to provide proof of employment and credentials. Once you have uploaded all of your documents and passed 2 EPI interviews, you are then moved to the approved stage. Being an approved means that your application with EPI is complete, you have passed a background check, you meet our requirements, and you are now eligible for school interviews. As a candidate and approved, your application becomes a professional profile that is available to U.S. schools. They will look through the applications of all of our teachers and approved in order to choose which ones to interview over a video call. If the interview goes well and the school is interested in working with you, you will then be placed. So placement means that you have accepted an offer from a school and will be coming to the USA to teach. Teachers who are placed through EPI are in public, private and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. As soon as you arrive in the USA, you will participate in EPI's orientation. During this time, you will learn more about life and education in the U.S., as well as the rules and regulations of the Exchange Visitor Program. Our orientation lasts several days, giving you lots of time to ask questions and prepare for the upcoming school year. After you complete orientation, you become an official EPI program member. As an EPI teacher, you will teach in the U.S. for 3 years. During that time, you will have access to 24/7 support from our trained and professional support team. Our teacher support can help you with everything from culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time in the United States. It includes not only orientation and arrival support, but also professional development programs and one-on-one instructional and cultural coaching. Should you need assistance of any kind, the EPI support team is ready to help. As an EPI teacher, you will also have the opportunity to share your culture with your students here in the United States through cultural exchange projects that you will complete throughout the year. Today, we have a couple of examples of projects our teachers have done in the past. So this is an activity one of our Jamaican teachers organized for her students. For the activity, students in Rochelle's previous school in Jamaica created a presentation on Jamaican culture, including national symbols, food, music, and national heroes, which they then shared with her American students over Skype. Judith is a 5th grade EPI teacher from the Bahamas. To bring the Junkanoo Festival to the USA, her students made goatskin drums, cowbells, and headdresses. After teaching in the United States for 3 years with EPI, you will then return to your home country where you will be able to become a cultural ambassador. After your return, you will be able to share what you have learned about the U.S. with people in your home country, just like you shared your culture while you were here. This is one of the most important steps in the whole process because this is what cultural exchange is all about, building mutual understanding between cultures by sharing your personal experiences. So today we also have a video of Maria from Venezuela talking about her experience with EPI. So here is her story.
My name is Maria. I'm from Venezuela. I teach Spanish in kindergarten this year. I think what is special for me is our rich culture. I'm so glad to come to this beautiful country and share what we as Venezuelans do. This traditional outfit is from La Guajira. It's a special tribe where we have different colors to represent nature because our ancestors have taught us that we have to take care of the Pachamama, which is the Mother Earth for us. You pull it and it dances. I think people here value you as you are, and I think it's an open country that sees that culture is more powerful than any other thing. For example, in my school, I cannot imagine how rich it is having Puerto Ricans, having Ecuadorian, having Colombian people, having American, learning Spanish. This opportunity to learn another language empower them as a human. What has helped me a lot is being able to understand different ways of teaching. You have a variety of strategies, skills, learning processes. Even you have personalized learning that is like, because I have the tools to be a good teacher. I just want to say thank you, EPI. The school that you has placed me I think is the best school. What I love the most is that you are with these beautiful kids and they are very excited to see you. If you see the little kindergartners, they are like I love what she says, how she moves. And when they realize that they can do what you do, they feel secure, they feel sure. So I love really teaching. It's a wonderful experience. It makes me feel happy.
To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, now we will be taking the time to address questions. If you have not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comments section today. So here are some of the most common questions we get at EPI. Lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is, and EPI is a 3-year program. People also ask, is there an application fee? So the answer is no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as the cost of obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit to participate in the EPI program. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join regardless of your age. So some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. We also have some other questions today that have been on our applicants' minds more recently. So one of those is EPI accepting applications and placing teachers for the upcoming school year? So yes, EPI is continuing to place teachers for the 2020-2021 school year. We are continuing to monitor the situation with COVID-19 and partner with the Department of State for the safety of our exchange teachers, but at this time, EPI expects to place teachers as normal for the upcoming school year. Another question that applicants have is, can I put my application on hold? And yes, you are always welcome to put your application on hold if you do not think this is a good time to continue. You can then choose to resume your application at a time that is better for you and your personal situation. Finally, our applicants have been wondering, how does EPI support teachers during times of uncertainty or during emergencies? So EPI always prioritizes the safety of our program members and provides support for any situations that may arise while they're in the United States. So for example, since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have been monitoring the situation, providing detailed guidance for our teachers, and operating at a normal capacity so that we can be available for all of our program members. So now that you know more about our program, it is time to talk about next steps. First, if you have not applied yet, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. Once you are there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says Apply to Teach in the USA. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have started your application but have questions, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com. Finally, sign up for our mailing list at teachwithepi.com/webinars to get information about our upcoming webinars and to watch all of our previous videos. To finish today's presentation, I would like to share this quote that illustrates the importance of an international education. J. William Fulbright was a U.S. Senator and the founder of the Fulbright program. He said, "There's a multiplier effect in international education, and it carries the possibility, the only real possibility, of changing our manner of thinking about the world and therefore of changing the world." Here at EPI, we understand how important it is to provide students with a global perspective, and we are so excited to give both of you the opportunity to experience authentic cultural exchange. So that's all for today, everyone. If you're interested in our upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to hear about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day.